Good morning, Bore Da, and welcome to the final episode of Singapore Breakfast right here in Singapore. Now, it is the last day, but before we get started, let's take a look at our favourite moments from this week. We have seen some standout moments from our Great Britons this week, but what a better way to start than our men's 4x2 freestyle relay gold medal. Let's take a look.
And also Rick's now of USA, but this is Great Britain's moment. Great Britain playing a long-awaited gold medal. China get up to grab second. What a final leg by the Chinese. And Australia the bronze medal. USA miss out.
Great Britain, Duncan Scott coming up clutch there when his team needed it the most.
Congratulations once again, world champions. How are you feeling?
Go on, Jimbo. I think happy is the right word. Obviously winning the gold last year in Paris and to come here to World Championships and to win the gold again is very, very special. Obviously, Evan and Dina this morning played their part of the team, but to win that, obviously, we obviously won last year. The gaps got a lot closer. We had people coming in from different directions, attacking us from, whether that's the first leg or second or fourth. But to hold our own in that kind of environment and to win was very, very nice.
Matt, you set the pace early on in that first leg. What was going through your head before you got in the water?
Yeah, I mean, just to try and get the job done. Obviously this week the 200 free hadn't quite gone the way I'd have liked it to. Maybe just it wasn't quite clicking, but it was really important to me to put in, my best performance of the week on that event tonight. And do it for the boys this evening and for the guys this morning, and just for the team as a whole. Doing my part to try and get us on that medal table. And I think, like Jimmy said there, it was a tough race. We were being attacked from every angle. Both sides of us. We had people, trying to get on the wave, trying to lead it out fast, trying to come back on us. So it was a tough race. It was a tough environment. But I think all four of us put in really good, solid, honest efforts and some really sensible races.
Jimmy, you hammered that last 50. Honestly, was that the intention? You did. No, you really did. Was that the intention before the race to focus on that 50?
I think it's just obviously when you're in a relay, you can kind of let the crowd take you out a little bit. Obviously, you have that momentum from the start. You can kind of fly out and it'd be really easy. So it's trying to make sure that they got easy speed the first kind of 125, then really try and build through the race. And
don't give too much away.
Not trying to get too much away, but the plan was to have a good finish towards the end, have a good leg kick, and finish as fast as I can for these boys and give Jack a good lead if I could do. But yeah, that was always the plan going in.
Also about that last 50, Jack, your last 50 was also epic. You pulled it back so well on that last length. What was going through your head?
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone had their own individual plans and processes going through the race. So for me, it was obviously just doing what I was getting headed to, is have a strong finish and finish strong for Duncan to get into that. And that was the main goal. And to be part of the team is special. And I'm really proud of myself and obviously the team too. And hopefully this is going forward for the rest of the weekend for Team GB.
And Duncan, obviously you were anchor leg. Could you feel the excitement going into that last 200?
Oh, I was pretty nervous, to be honest. It was so tight. Jack did a great job because, I would say with the 50 to go, I was like, oh, this is real tight. And then, he just built so well. And, when other people are tying, he took real advantage of that and finished strong, which meant that I could really get on the front foot. It's really difficult because, everyone's kind of looking at us and, wanting to get on our wave and seeing what moves we make and how we swim it. So, it's so difficult when at once being able to do it back to back is I think we need to be really proud of that, and that's another great swim from us.
Gold for Britain once again in that men's 4x2 relay. How exciting. Now another swimmer who has shone, Ben Proud, who we caught up with just before this competition started to see how his mindset was going in.
Every world champ you've been to is the same thing. It's the same thing, but you're a different person. And going it with a kind of fresh slate. Start racing tomorrow. Like, who knows how it's going to go? But we're seasoned veterans, I did say, and it's just time to do what we do, and that's get in and race.
It's fascinating to hear that from Ben. Let's see him put that mindset into practice. What a race to watch on poolside. Now, we've been lucky on this show not just to watch the athletes in action, but to also sit and chat with them. And next up is two very familiar faces. You might want to take these out for this one.
With like being at this level for so long, I think I can be quite harsh on myself, and I do hold myself to a high standard every day. So like you saying like, oh, I've been at the top for so long, like for me there's been so many ebbs and flows, but it's probably been covered up in certain years because I do love to race, but I've definitely had like the ups and downs throughout the, like, is it 9 years being on senior teams now, like, so yeah, I'm glad I'm like back to near my best. Like this world might not have gone my way, but I've had a really positive year, so can't complain.
Yeah, and you both know each other obviously very well, as we've just said. You talk about the highs and lows in that time. How do you deal with that with each other? Because you know each other inside out.
I think I think we might have highs and lows at slightly different points.
Yeah.
Like this year, I think I was kind of low at the start of the season, coming off the back of the Olympics, whereas you were actually really doing really well and going towards short course and having a big high. And so sometimes they don't always line up. But there's definitely been times when we've both been struggling. We look at each other and like, I don't know if I can do this today type thing. And it is nice knowing that sometimes you're in it together, but even when it's at different times, like, I was like, no, Freya, come on, like,
Yeah.
if you haven't got anything good to say, like, shut up. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll keep it to myself. And then sometimes I go talk to Maddie or Laura about it because I
don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it.
Abby will be like, Freya, not today. Like, I'm doing okay. You're not bringing me down today. And I'm like, fine. And then like vice versa. So
Yeah.
as well, not just having each other, but having other girls, I think you can always kind of find someone in a similar boat. Or sometimes sometimes all I need is for Abby to be like, shut up and get on with it.
Yeah.
Like,
And then
yes,
I think and then I think we're both naturally competitive. So if we're in a set together and one person's like really going for it, I'm like, I'm not getting left behind. Like I'm joining in. I'm not gonna let Freya get ahead, because if it's not Freya, it's somewhere else in the world. And I think again, like that's why it's so good that we're training with like each other who are like top 8 in the world. We just have to be at a high standard every day, and yeah, if Freya's having a good set, I'm not letting her get away without me. So and vice versa.
A lot of the time, like nothing needs to be said. Like it's at the point where it's like non-verbal.
It's definitely annoying for each other.
We
Like,
give each
give me
other
a
a look
break.
and you're like, no. The amount of times I'm like, Abby, can you please give me a break? Like, not today. Like, can please, like, but like nothing's obviously ever said, and like we would never kind of give each other
It's
a break,
a good thing.
even if sometimes we would wish to, but it helps us both.
Yeah.
From blocks to platforms, we also had the divers joining us in the studio this week. And up next is our very own Robbie Lee. Obviously, I'm speaking from someone who's jumped off a 10-metre platform once, and it was horrific. So if you've done it, you know what it feels like. Do you think you could teach me to do something?
Yeah.
Let's say I give you 2 days. What do you think you could teach me? Like, I'm going from the most novice person ever to what could I get to?
Okay, I reckon I could probably get you. I reckon I could get you to do a dive off 10 metre.
As in land?
I reckon. Head first.
Face first.
Face first. maybe a 1.5 on a 3 metre springboard. I don't know if you've been on the springboards.
No, I've never been on a springboard.
Oh, okay, that will be more fun than 10 metre. 10 metre is a bit scary. But
Yeah.
3 metre, I feel like you can have a little bit more fun. I feel like I'm a decent coach. I reckon I could get you to do somersault 1.5, maybe a dive as well on 10 metre if you're feeling cheeky.
I would do anything. You train in London, don't you?
Yeah.
And is it just called the bubbles? When you're like practicing in training, it's just the bubbles.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in London, they don't have them, do they?
No, they do.
They do have them.
They're
I
just
thought
never
they
on.
only had them in Sheffield.
No, they've got them.
Right. So let's say when we get home, I'm going to come to London and I need you to teach me how to do something.
Yeah.
They're going to need to put the bubbles on full, for sure, because I'm probably going to land like this a few times. But look, pal, like, I'm looking forward to that. We're definitely going to set that up. Now, I have been advised that's probably not the best idea, but hey up, you only live once. Now, sticking with the divers, we were joined by 2 of Britain's debutants. Let's take a look. We are now joined by 2 of our new debutants in this world's diving team. Maisie Bond and Tilly Brown. Oh. We are now joined by 2 of our new debutants in this world diving team, Maisie Bond and Tilly Brown. Woo! Do you get nervous? Yeah. Well, but you can never tell. So like before the dives, how do you get yourself just like, you look so chilled out before you walk Honestly, what is it like crazy?
I feel like, well, from a platformer point of view, you've got so many stairs to get up there. Like, it's like, I'm setting off like 5-6 divers before me, I got to get going. So like, for me, to try and calm myself down, you just kind of get in the zone, you got your headphones on. It's a bit different, I guess, to swimming, where you've got to like, stay focused the whole time, but calm your nerves in between each dive, because if you keep being in that like nervous, like too upbeat, I guess state, you tire yourself out a bit. So I think you try to stay in that like calm mood, and then for me, as I get up the stairs, it's kind of like I keep myself warm and do all of that, but I just think about other things, singing a song in my head, thinking about, it's such a mix. It's either what's been playing in between each dive, like anything I hear, I'm gonna sing it.
Okay.
Like I'm just trying to keep myself distracted, but my comp playlist has got a lot of like Pitbull, Rihanna.
The good music.
Yeah.
That's the sort of music I listen to. What a lovely pair to talk to. I can't wait to see where they are going in the future. Now, with all that being said, we still have one more day of action, and you can watch it all for free on the Aquatics GB website and on Eurovision Sport. Good luck to our athletes. Let's make this last day a fast one. Good luck.